honey, StarDust here. Yes, I'm doing one of those live video things. Woo! Now, I know I said I wouldn't do these like reviews because the episodes of season 5 were just okay in my opinion. That was up until I saw the season finale. I was getting through it, I'm like, thought it was alright, and then we got to the end where, I don't think a spoiler alert is necessary because who hasn't seen the season finale by now? Nobody? Okay. No, but yeah, so we saw how Starlight became who she is, controlled, no cutie marks, blah blah blah. And then I saw that she has her cutie mark. Adult her. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, sir, you have your cutie mark, yet you got mad for someone who got their cutie mark. And so I'm thinking to myself, if she still didn't have her cutie mark, I can understand that. Like, okay, she still is a blank flank as an adult also. Alright, fair enough. However, she still has her cutie mark. How she got it? Whatever. I'm like, ugh. They could have done this one or two ways. The first way, as I said before, she could have never gotten her cutie mark at all. That would have made sense. Why she hated cutie marks, why she was totally against them, because she never was able to get her cutie mark. That's why I'm against cutie mark, because I was never able to get mine, and everybody else around me got theirs, blah, 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 blah. The other thing they could have done was, instead of just showing him galloping off to his family and friends to go who knows where, they could have actually had him say to Starlight, oh, yeah, so this cutie mark means we can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry, you still don't have yours. Goodbye. Something along those lines, as opposed to just him galloping off happily. And I do know that, I know that she said, oh, I never saw him again. Well, alright, but again, however, I feel like if we actually saw that happening, we could feel more for her instead of just, my friend got his cutie mark before I did, he left me, and then somehow I got my cutie mark and I'm still pissed off about cutie marks. Huh? Like, I don't know, it just seems a little odd that this character who was absolutely against cutie marks has her own, / has the most stupidest reason to hate cutie marks simply because her best friend got his first and went off to do greater things without her. I'm sure, since they did show how close friends they were, I'm sure he would have said goodbye, would have done something, not just or something, or maybe did it unintentionally. We don't know. We didn't see much other than her side of the story. I don't know. It was just odd to me. And another thing about that episode, I really wish they stuck with one of the time loops. I know I'm kind of just jumping to something else. I have a lot to say about this one. Oh, yeah. But as I said, I wish they would have stuck with one time loop. I thought the somber one was pretty cool. And I also wish they stuck with the Nightmare Moon one. I can't remember who I was watching, but they did say that, I think it was Cece, Kim Goes Pony. But they said that in the Nightmare Moon version one, everything seemed fine. The castle was rebuilt, the land seemed fine. All that changed was it was nighttime and, nothing bad was happening. But, I really wish they did kind of go more in depth into, one of them. Because I feel like the episode could have gone, oh, we're trapped in here. The scroll gets lost, or someone takes it. They're trying to get it back. But along the way, they're trying to get used to the environment around them instead of, oh, let's automatically just hop somewhere else and not even worry about this. Sorry, my screen went black there for a second. Anyways, but yeah, and so I'm like thinking to myself, oh, this is really cool. Oh, next one. All right, this is really, it's just like, well, what do it do? And like I said, the ending, the climax, was I'm like, eh, and I feel like also, what's her face? Celestia should have come in with Twilight instead of the girls and talked about it, because she changed everything. She messed up the whole thing and like have like a higher source of power. Like I know Twilight's a princess, but Celestia is like the main one of the land, so to speak. She's like ruler number one, but she's princess of Equestria, blah blah blah. So have Twilight tell Celestia what happened, her and Celestia make an agreement of sorts, and kind of go from there, because there has been a lot of debates about like, oh, Twilight and her friends is true forgiving, and they are. Like, I personally am a forgiver, like easily forgiving person myself. However, there is a point where yes, I can forgive someone, but I won't be like, oh, we're still the best of friends, even though you did this horrible, disastrous thing that totally messed up my life. No, like, I'm like, this is what you did, you had to face the consequences. Something along those lines. And, it's like, yes, they feel bad for her because she had a bad past. They did the same thing for Sunset Shimmer, and it's like, well, I feel like also they could have done this, like, have this really good moral, like, you can forgive people, however, due to their actions, they still have to face some sort of consequence. Like, be in prison for a little bit. Don't know what that was. But kind of work around it where it's just not like happy sunshines all the time, because to some kids, that's gonna be like, oh, if someone, let's say, like, drowns my cat and they're my best friend, I can easily forgive them. We'll be fine. It is just a cat. It gives them the wrong impression that if someone does something pretty bad or like really, really bad, it's just fine to forgive them and let them live out their life, not 100% knowing if they're gonna be okay. Like, luckily, Hasbro obviously wouldn't be like, oh, these guys are still bad, blah. Well, except for Flim and Flam, I guess, Trixie, sorta. But after the forgiveness factor, like, it's like, well, what if? Like, what if they still are bad? What if they, do something bad in the future and just like, like, that's not what they did with Discord. He was one of the worst, worst guys that they faced. Well, I guess second to worst in this, whatever. Second villain I came across, he was like totally bad, messed everything up, completely changed who they were. And they kept him around, he was still alive, but they still kept their eye on him. Like, they were still skeptical, they were still, we're keeping an eye on you, we have, like, the elements of harmony on guard, we're watching you. And that's what they should have done with Sunset Shimmer and Starlight Glimmer. Like, she did all these bad things, they both did all these bad things, and they're like, oh, you're easily forgiven, no worries. Discard a hand? No. Do one more bad thing or we're gonna turn you back into a rock. It's like, nah. Anywho's, this rest of the video is just gonna be rambling, but I don't think you guys want to hear me rambling. So, yeah, I may or may not do these kind of videos again, depending on what Season 6 has to offer. I'm also thinking about doing these for movies I happen to see. I've been meaning to do one of these videos for Hotel Transylvania 2, because I have a lot to say about that movie, so probably like in the next day or two another video will be like this up about that movie. Also, you viewers there, I am still doing commissions for backgrounds and cutie marks, so if you guys want any information about that, my links will be, goddamn computer, my links will be in the description below. And yeah, I'll, you know, what I do, blah. Also, Sweetie Bloom, yes, I did that right, is making a Christmas video soon, and whenever that comes out, I'll put a link down there also so you guys can go view it and be happy, sunshine and rainbows. And yeah, so until next time, I am StarDust and I'm heading out. Whee!